having the ability to start underground like this, both with the general sampling and the drilling, has really added a lot in a very short period of time in terms of our understanding of the mineralization here.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Robert Archer. He's the CEO of Pinnacle Silver and Gold. And Bob, it's great to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing well, Steve. Thanks. Hope you're having a good summer.
Yeah, great summer and great news you had out as well as you sort of gave us an update on what's going on at your project El Potrero. And right now we're sitting at 50 of 108 planned holes have been drilled. You've got some numbers back. It's all in all, it sounds like it's going pretty well.
Yeah, it is. We're really happy with the progress so far, Steve. And these first results are just specifically from the upper level of the Pinos Cuates mine, which is the central of the three historic mines along the main trend. And it's the underground program is different than a surface program, and that's why we've sort of waited until now, to get the right number of assays back and compile the results properly to just because to get a better understanding of what it is we're actually looking at, because the holes are short and closely spaced, but we're really pleased with what we're seeing so far.
You've been able to obviously increase the mineralization as well through the numbers that you've shown so far. So it sounds like the characteristics that you talked about in the past, what you're looking for, seems to be all there.
Yeah, it's particularly a couple of the horizontal holes, and this is something quite different again from what you'd see with the surface program. And we were able to drill a long strike of the vein where it hadn't been developed, and particularly to the northwest, we hit some very nice grades and some visible gold, and extended the mineralization, for about 20 meters in that direction. And then similarly to the southeast, we extended it in that direction as well with some good grades there too. So overall, we effectively doubled the strike extent of the mineralization from what we previously knew just from the underground channel sampling. And so in that regard, we're very pleased with the results.
And the surface program as well is really going to now target some of the gaps that you have in the data, and maybe you could talk us through that part of it, because as you mentioned, they're both so different in what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And when you're drilling underground, it's difficult to drill in certain directions, and we weren't able to really cut through the entire width of the zone from underground, and so we'll have to do that from surface. And with these new results that we've got, we'll have to test up and down dip from surface, and give us a better sense of what the zone looks like, in terms of its vertical extent, as well as testing the gaps between the different mines. So it will be a very different program. And then, we're looking at the possibility of even having two drill rigs going on surface, because with one of them, we want to test the other veins as well, the Capulina and Estrella, which have a lot of potential to, from a resource upside standpoint, in terms of developing the overall project. So yeah, we're excited about that.
Yeah, resource estimate to come, and from that you'll work on the mine plan as well. And I guess lastly,
Mhm.
Bob, you must have so much you're getting so much data from underground and above ground as well, that mine plan is going to be very wholesome when you're finally able to complete it.
Yeah, it should be, Steve. This is having the ability to start underground like this, both with the general sampling and the drilling, has really added a lot in a very short period of time in terms of our understanding of the mineralization here. And it's something that you don't often get a chance to do on a project. So, as we move into the surface drilling, adding on to that and stepping out a little bit on wider spacing, being able to build a larger resource, and then all of that moving forward into a mine plan later in the year, and then ultimately a production decision. So that's ultimately what our goal is here.
All right, still lots more to come, obviously, as the drilling continues, and we look forward
Absolutely.
to sharing it with everyone. Thanks so much. Really great to catch up with you. Appreciate your time.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Likewise.
All right, Robert Archer, the CEO of Pinnacle Silver and Gold.